Hello बच्चों, nice to meet you. I am Alok sir. Today we are going to discuss about your chapters mineral transport of food and mineral in plant. Also, in previous lecture we also learned some topics. Today we are going to debate xylem and phloem. Okay, again. So please pay your attention and learn lots of information with the help of me. Xylem transport water. Xylem and phloem, there are two tissue which is known as conductive tissue. Xylem and phloem tissue are known as conductive tissue, which their xylem help to transport water and mineral toward the roots, and even phloem transport food manufacture in the leaf to all part of the plant. So what we say, xylem transport water and mineral, where from the root hair to the all aerial part of the plant's body. Similarly, phloem transport food manufacture in the leaf by the help of photosynthesis to all part of the plants. Okay, you have learned earlier than xylem tissue and phloem tissue in class 7 are made up of two or more different type of cells. Cells that make up xylem tissue specialize to conduct water and mineral. Similarly, cells that make up the phloem tissue are specialized to transport the food prepared by the leaf to different part of the plants. These tissue are therefore are known as, similarly, what I'm saying, conductive tissue. Right? Even when we talk about xylem tissue is a complex tissue. What do you say? Your first line is that what is a xylem tissue? Xylem tissue is also known as conductive tissue, vascular tissue, and it is a complex tissue which consists of both living and non-living cells, but it mostly made up of living cells. There are third point. First point is xylem tissue is made up of complex. Xylem tissue is a complex tissue which is also known as conductive tissue, vascular tissue. Okay. And second point is that it consists of living and non-living cell, but it mostly made up of non-living cell. There are four type of cell in xylem, which is first vessel, second is trachea, and third is xylem fiber, and fourth is xylem parenchyma. Vessel and trachea transport water and minerals. Xylem fiber give the mechanical support, and xylem parenchyma store the food molecules. So, what is the function of xylem? Xylem. It transport water and mineral, and it is made up of four type of cell. First is a vessel, second is a trachea, third is a xylem fiber, fourth is a xylem parenchyma. Two cells are very important for transport of water and mineral, which is the vessels and tracheids. And xylem fiber gives support to the plant, mechanical support, and xylem parenchyma store food and water, which is a living. Vessels, trachea, and xylem fiber is dead cell, which is a dead. Only xylem parenchyma is living cell. Of the four xylem vessels, tracheids are main conductive cells in xylem. Reason behind it, it transport water and mineral. Okay, xylem vessel along cylindrical cell joined to end from the long tube like that. They have lignified cell wall, so it become thick. Lignin make the cell stuff and provide structural support. Tracheids are also tubular cell, but with the trapping end, their cell wall all thickened with the lignin. What is the function of xylem tissue? Xylem vessels and trachea transport water and mineral to all part of the body toward the roots to aerial part of the plant's body. Similarly, xylem fiber are thick-walled cells which provide mechanical support to the plant. And third point, xylem parenchyma cell store and minerals and water and as food like a carbohydrate. Second is conductive tissue. We will be talk about phloem. It is a food conductive tissue in a plant. Phloem tissue is known as food conductive tissue in plant, which transport food material in from leaf to various part of the plant by the help of various movement in the both direction. But in xylem only one direction movement, down to upward. This is unlike xylem where water flow in direction one. Phloem consists of four type of element या four type of cell such as sieve tube first, companion cell second, phloem parenchyma third, and phloem fiber fourth. Out of these cells, 3 cells are living and only 1 cell are dead. What is the 3 cell? Sieve tube, companion, cell, phloem parenchyma, and fourth phloem fiber. Phloem fiber is dead cell and sieve tube, companion cell and phloem parenchyma is living cell. Sieve tube and companion cell transport the food material in both directions in the plant, and phloem parenchyma store water, minerals and food, and phloem fiber give the mechanical support to the plants, right? Okay. Sieve tubes are elongate tubular cell placed in the called sieve plates. At maturity, sieve tubes lack nuclei and they have few organelles. This limits their function just transport only food material. Companion cell located on side of sieve tubes. With the help of sieve tubes, conduction of food material. Similarly, cell have prominent nuclei. Phloem parenchyma store food and phloem fiber provide mechanical support to the plant. Are they made up of sclerenchyma cell, which is a dead? What is the function of phloem fiber? Phloem transport food manufactured by the leaf due to the help of photosynthesis, and phloem parenchyma cell store the food. Phloem fiber provide mechanical support to the plant. What is the distinguish between xylem and phloem? So main difference is xylem transport water and mineral from the various part of the plant, aerial part of the plant. Similarly, phloem transport food materials from the aerial part of the plant to all part of the plant. Xylem move only one direction, phloem move in plant multi-direction. Xylem made up of mostly dead cell, phloem made up of mostly living cell. Xylem vascular bundle phloem is located toward the inner side of the vascular bundle. Similarly, in phloem vascular bundle xylem, it is located outer side of the vascular bundle. Okay. Xylem located outer side. Xylem located inner side of the vascular bundle. This is a vascular bundle, and here is a xylem. Inside xylem, and outer side is the phloem. And I know that you think, what is this? It is देयर इज अ प्लांट, यहाँ पे प्लांट है और इस स्टेम का जब हम टीएस सेक्शन कट करेंगे बेटा तो जाके आपको ये विजुअलाइज होगा, जिसमें आपको आउटर साइड फ्लोएम देखने को मिलेगा इन वेस्कुलर बंडल में, एंड इनर साइड आपको जाइलम देखने को मिलेगा, एंड आउटर जो सर्कल है वो एपिडर्मिस का है, ठीक है, और इनर में क्या मिलेगा, पिथ मिलेगा। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर एंड मिनरल। We know that absorption of water and mineral from the soil due to the root hairs. Root hairs is only one cell, which is made up of only one cell. So it is a unicellular. Root hair is a unicellular thin outer growth of the epidermis. Where it come from? It go from the epidermis, outermost layer of the root. It increase the surface area and absorb water and mineral from the soil. Root hairs large in number but short life. ये नंबर में ज्यादा होते हैं बट जीते कम हैं. They live in short time period. So it grow on the tip of the root. There are meristematic cells which divide and make many root hairs. Soil particles are coated with the thin film of water that has mineral dissolved. The root hairs cell are close contact with the surrounding the soil particles. Next topic is absorption of water. Water absorbed by the root hairs, we know that, but it is a when water is absorbed, this phenomenon is known as osmosis. So what is the osmosis? How could you define to osmosis? It is a very simple, you can define like that. Osmosis is a movement of water. What I'm saying, osmosis is a movement of water through a semi-permeable membrane from a area its higher concentration to area of lower concentration. Okay, what is a semi-permeable membrane? A semi-permeable membrane is a thin membrane that allows the movement of selected molecule, such as water molecule can easily pass through them, but solute does not pass through easily, such as sugar, salt, etc. Cellophane paper and egg membrane is an example of semi-permeable membrane. Step of absorption of water. What do you mean by this? There is a root hairs and there are many cells which is known as root cortex, and this is the epidermal, after that phloem, then xylem, then vascular tissues. Okay, so the concentration of water molecule in the soil usually higher. We know that जो concentration of water है soil में वो क्या है, higher है as compared to root hairs. Definitely यहाँ पे soil particle हैं तो यहाँ पे water और mineral की संख्या ज्यादा है, ज्यादा amount में है as compared to इस plant roots के cells के. So water molecules and mineral definitely move toward the higher concentration region to lower concentration region, means it is known as osmosis. Water into the root hairs by the process of osmosis. Water absorbed and concentration of the root hair cell become more than the adjacent cell. जो cell इससे attach है, this is known as adjacent cell. So definitely hair also move, osmosis process also start, again osmosis process, one cell to another cell and another cell to next cell. This process continue and transport the water to xylem, and xylem have two cells, they transport continue and transport to the tip of the leaves. This process is known as step of absorption of water. Absorption of minerals. Most minerals needed by the plant are dissolved in the water in soil. Some these are like a calcium, potassium, magnesium and nitrogen. It is very important for plant growth and development. Absorption of these minerals by the root hairs by two processes, diffusion and active transport. Do you know what is a diffusion? Similarly, diffusion is a modified process of the osmosis. In this process, minerals molecules move from higher concentration region to lower concentration region through the selective permeable membrane and permeable membrane. But without energy, no energy is required. Diffusion does not occur in semi-permeable. Active transport, it is a also process, but it is the opposite of diffusion. In this transport, mineral molecules move lower concentration to higher concentration with the help of energy. This type of movement is known as active transport. It needs ATP. In this process, energy is involved in the form of adenosine triphosphate. Active transport of the opposite of direction. So you have to learn active transport is a process opposite of diffusion. Okay. Transport of water and mineral, which is known as essential sap. Essential sap occur in vacuoles of plant cells. Transport of water, mineral in plants occur. First point, root hair cell absorb mineral salt mineral by the active transport. The mineral salt reach to the root cortex, and root hair cell also absorb water and mineral through the osmosis process. So we will be learn what is the distinguish between osmosis and diffusion. What is the difference between osmosis and diffusion? Osmosis, you also know that the movement of water molecule in semi-permeable membrane through from a region of higher concentration to region of their lower concentration. Similarly, diffusion is the movement of mineral molecules from higher concentration region of higher concentration to region of their lower concentration. It takes place in the semi-permeable membrane. Diffusion takes place in selective and permeable membrane. Osmosis only occur in the form of liquid medium, but diffusion occur in any medium such as solid, liquid and gas. Osmosis occur in semi-permeable and it occur in permeable and selective permeable. Osmosis is a slow process. Diffusion is a faster in gaseous and slow in liquid. Similarly, we know that active transport is the opposite of diffusion. So what is the difference between diffusion and active transport? So you know that what is the definition of diffusion, you know that what is the definition of active transport. So we can define diffusion is the movement of molecule or ion from substance higher region to lower concentration region of their lower concentration. But active transport move from lower concentration ion, move molecules or ion from a substance their lower concentration region to higher concentration region with the help of energy. It process done by without energy, and active transport is done by with the help of energy in the form of ATP. Diffusion molecule movement of source of solvent molecule, active transport movement ion only, no water. In diffusion, non-living permeable membrane occur in non-living permeable membrane. Active transport occur in living selective permeable membrane. Active transport occur in selectively permeable membrane. There are three types: permeable membrane, impermeable membrane, semi-permeable and selectively permeable membrane. Permeable membrane, diffusion is occur. Impermeable, no diffusion, no osmosis. Semi-permeable, only osmosis occur. Selective permeable, only active transport occur. Okay. In next video lecture, we will be talk about root pressure, transpiration pull, and transpiration and absorption, and factor affecting of transpiration like sunlight, temperature, wind, humidity, importance of transpiration. Then will be discuss about mineral in plant and what is the role of mineral in the plant, like nitrogen, phosphorus, zinc, potassium, iron. And after that we will be debate about some questions and your chapter will be finished. I hope this video lecture you will be like and subscribe my channel. I hope it is very useful for you. Thank you for viewing.